Hello and welcome to the product overview and semi-installation of our brand new 240Z 260Z 280Z front spindles. Now these are a brand new assembly. They're not using any of the factory components. They're just brand new welded spindle assemblies for the rear, but now with the threaded sleeve, so you can comfortably install either your reaction coilover or your BC racing coilover. We'll probably have some other sleeves available in the future, at least for the time being. That's the only two that we offer right now. If you do have another brand's coilover sleeve that are different than these, then you're welcome to send us just the lower mounts. Those are these. They just unthread from the lower mounts. You send us these. We would just weld them onto the front spindles and then weld them and then powder coat them for you. So you still get a brand new unit. These are just a brand new assembly, which don't even require you to weld at all. So that's kind of the benefits of going this route. If you don't have access to a welder, don't feel comfortable welding, we can do it for you and we can powder coat them. So they look like a brand new assembly. So I'm gonna go over them. These are steel housings. You'll notice here that these guys have the punch outs for the bearing sleeves. They're the same exact machined, either the same tolerances or exceed their tolerances compared to the factory ones. We've done quite extensive testing on these over the last year or so. So these have looked out pretty well. We made a few tweaks here and there but in the trial period, and I think we're ready to bring this product to launch. It has a mounting for your brake lines in the rear. It does not have or allow for a drum brake line. So I didn't forecast anybody really using the factory drum brakes, but if you were, sorry, you'll have to go to discs if you want to use these. Installation is really quite simple. If you had a brake kit, whatever one, you would just remove the R bolts, you'd put in your brake bracket. They usually go on this side. Our tolerances are both threads, distances, tolerances, outer diameters. Are the same as factory, so we have not found a brake kit that would not fit with this. Whether it's our brake kits and other brands, you simply remove the bolts, put in the brake kit. Sometimes they supply you with the newer bolts too, otherwise you can use ours. Kit comes with nice grade 10.9 Allen head bolts. That's really about it. I mean, besides going over it and actually installing it. Installing it is simple. If you had the BCs with the reactions, you'd remove the lower mounts from us. And see if I can do this with one hand. So, mentioning the front spindle. Oftentimes, at least our reaction, they come with moly lubricants on the thread, so then it's easier for you to ever remove them or anything. If you're running older coilovers or they didn't come well lubricated, it's highly recommended that you apply anti-seize coatings on your threads and the inner sleeves. You don't want to go a year from now after you install it and realize your coilovers are seized. I mean, this is just good practice even if you're running the factory coilovers. Just put anti-seize on it or some sort of lubricant so you're not fighting yourself later. Coilover, you remove the sleeve, make sure it's all lubricated, and then you just thread and thread. You tighten up your collar. Bam, just like that. And now you have ride height adjustable bolt-on coilovers that you don't have to do any lick of welding, which is really convenient oftentimes, especially if, like I said, if you don't have access to a welder. The things to make sure when you're welding or when you're removing the sleeve, you remove the sleeve. Generally, sometimes they'll have brake line tabs. If you're using ours, they come with these little brake line brackets. So you can just, unclamp them and put them onto ours. If you're running the BCs, they would come with similar style as well of these. So, I mean, that's really about it. Now, here you can have ride height adjustment and you can adjust your preload by your spring purse. You got ride height and preload independent. And these are fully threaded, and they're bored larger on the bottom than the threads, so you're able to thread these all the way down. Same thing with the front, and that just makes it a lot easier for you to run like BC Racing's super lows or ours. Like ours allow you to slam these if you really wanted to, and I think that this was a good addition. So we have these. as just the spindles themselves, as well as the full coilover conversion that comes with fronts and rears and the coilovers. So then you can just buy that and you get a whole set of coilovers for your car. And I think that's kind of cool. Found my brake brackets. So the brake brackets simply just bolt like that. And I know that this is not in this video and this is in the rear brake kit video, but if you can zoom in on that, like that, that's hot. That's really all I got. If you're interested in watching the videos that we offer, like all the different colors that we offer and more, take a look at the video over here. If you're interested in the front spindles and how that goes, take a look down here. Like I said, if you have any questions or concerns, give us a call, shoot us an email. See you in the next one.